It's Friday night, it's 8 p.m. Staring on the barrel of another long weekend. Heading to the Twitch bar tonight. Some semicolons and a beer will put me right. Electron Greg's here again with an animation that tells you where and when. 100 messages go by. Congratulations on the words that you just typed. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And who's behind that wonky door? Is it MJ? Is it Rishi? Make the call. And I think it's about that time. Guys from Porches on the line. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And I'll drink across the street. There's people in the YouTube bar I never want to meet. I think I'm happiest right here. I made songs and I think I'll have another beer. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. Evening everyone, thank you for staying in. That little tagline that someone else came up with, that's now mine. Just drinking a crafty, spiffing wheeze at the moment. For those Lord Conrad connoisseurs out there. Thank you Jez, and Greg, Duncan, Simon, all the big players there. Virus, hello Virus, how are you? I hope you're all well. Everyone had a good week, shortish week. It was good, wasn't it, having a bank holiday weekend? Bank holiday weekends are always good, aren't they? My favourite bank holiday weekends are the ones where you get the Friday off and the Monday. Those are the best ones. The second best ones, could probably see where this is going. Right. This is a request for a young man by the name of Greg. Enjoying a dark Rogie and vodka. Really? How's Rochester ginger and vodka? I was doing Rochester ginger and whiskey, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know how long I can keep this charade up, because it was kind of like, it started as like a very niche in-joke of the Rochester ginger thing, and I was thinking, it was not alcoholic, and I was thinking, I'll do it for one thing, that'll be it. Did it with whiskey, and I was thinking, I'll get to the end of this Rochester ginger bottle, and then Rochester ginger and rum, and now Rochester ginger is awesome. It grows on you, doesn't it? And I still haven't got a sponsorship from them yet. Right, where are we? This is a song for Greg. It has no capo, and it goes a little something like this. Damn you and your sunrise technology. Waited a lifetime just for you. The application of the things you've brought to life are weighing heavy on my mind. How do I express myself without you? When we've forgotten how to talk. And so we walk into the future, a brave new world where we belong. But if you stopped it for a moment, well, I'd quite happily get off. How do I express myself without you? When we've forgotten how to talk. How do I express myself without you? When we've forgotten how to talk. And if you stopped it for a moment, well, I'd quite happily get out. Sunrise Technology for Greg, who provides the animations that tell you where and when. It's only Sunrise Technology if it's from the Sunrise Technology region of Cambridge. Otherwise, it's just sparkling marketing bullshit, says Duncan in the Twitch bar. True story. Kind of thinking I should have asterisked that a bit. Oh well. I'd say the language has actually gone up a little, up a level since the James Corden adventures a couple of weeks ago, when every other word seemed to be the see you next Tuesday. And possibly rightly so. Allegedly, we'll never know. Thank you, Virus and Electron Greg there. So this next song is a song that's going to be on the new album, which will be called Friday Night at the Twitch Bar. And I went to a went to a rehearsal studio last night and met up with Dave and Scott. And we played for 2 to 3 hours, I think we did in there. Was it 2.5 hours? It's not really relevant, is it? That's the most tedious bit of the story, how long we spent in there. But we got into a room, and I think it's the first time, every time we go and every time we go and rehearse, my words are just failing me right now. Every time we go to rehearse during this year, someone's forgotten something, or someone has been like not turned up at the last minute, or things have happened, because when you get older, you become a grown-up. Life gets in the way of things, but yeah. It's the first time we kind of got in the room. We did first rehearsal, it was all of us. I forgot my capo, which obviously you know that I use a lot. So we had to do all the songs that didn't use a capo. Scott forgot some of his drum bits, and because we were in this rehearsal studio in the middle of nowhere, they didn't rent out bits and pieces. Next time, Dave couldn't go. And then the third time, luckily, when everyone had their stuff, we kind of roughly knew the songs, and we played them, and it sounded good. If you're on the Patreon, I'll put out a little video. I shot some little bits on my iPhone. Hey John, you've missed all the good songs. You've missed my excellent Sunrise Technology joke. You don't have to have missed it. You could scroll up. This next song is for Duncan. It's weird that, I always find it odd that people request this that aren't Greg. It's good though. So this is what Duncan requested.
We're all waiting here for you. Move the consoles and computers out of view. The world must seem so strange to you. And I know that we will do our best by you. Hey kid, I hope you call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be alone. We've been waiting here for days. 4 years old and blind, but still so very brave. Bumping into everything. And so excited about everywhere you've been. Hey kid, I hope you call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be alone. Hey kid, I hope you call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be alone. Hey kid, I hope you like this song that I wrote for you.
What does Kit think of this song? Hey, or hello Felice Maggie, hope you're well. Apologies for being later, had a colleague's leaving due to attend earlier. Exciting stuff. It would be interesting to know what Kit thinks of that song, because apparently, has anyone seen that thing about the Nirvana, you know, the baby that's on the front of the cover of the Nirvana Nevermind album? He's now suing the band and anyone involved in that album cover. He used to love it, didn't he? He used to, like, basically every few years he'd do a photo of himself in a swimming pool, but I think he wore swimming trunks, never went like completely naked again in the swimming pool, but just basically rehashing the cover and living off of its fame here and there. And now he hates it. He's changed his mind and he's doing some kind of a legal thing. I don't know what they call it, suing them, doing something anyway. But it made me think, if Kit's happy about the song now, something could go pear-shaped 20 years from now. Kit could end up suing us all. Right, this is for Virus.
Think a lot about a lot of things that you can't change at all. There's no use dwelling on a broken past that made you all you are. I don't miss the 80s, and I don't even miss the 90s. All I am is here and now, and now is here again this time tomorrow. Nostalgia really is a funny thing. It isn't who you are. And every time you try to shake it off, you never get that far. I don't miss the 80s, and I don't even miss the 90s. All I am is here and now, and now is here again this time tomorrow. And if you try to get away to the place that you once set away, your mind belongs for yesterday. I know you won't get far. I don't miss the 80s. I don't even miss the 90s. All I am is here and now. And now is here again this time tomorrow.
I don't miss the 80s for Duncan. Let's have another little sip of my spiffing wheeze. If you've never seen the music video for I Don't Miss the 80s and you want to know what some of the people in the chat that you're talking to right now look like, watch I Don't Miss the 80s on YouTube. Duncan's in there. I think there's some other people from the chat in there. If you want to see even more people from the chat, Sunrise Technology. Watch I Don't Miss the 80s followed by Sunrise Technology. You'll see a sample of all the people you're talking to right now. For when we first meet IRL. We need to revise that video. You're not going to see me now, are you? This song, I don't know why I started playing that. This is what I'm calling Duncan's Happy Hour. Because Duncan put in 4 requests in a row last time. One of them was also requested by Millstone Barn. But this is 4 Duncan requests in a row. So Duncan's going to pop his card behind the bar at the moment. For the duration of these 4 songs. Actually, don't need that capo.
You got me thinking, my heart was sinking, but now I'm reeling and these wounds are healing. I got by on looks till my confidence shook, and I watched every day as they took everything that I had. So unreliable, cause it's not viable. This was a field, now it's all brick and steel. In a box I can't touch, if I take it I'm fucked. And I can't use my name, I've got no one to blame but myself. Oh no, I've seen the punches you throw. So motherfucker, let's go. You told me 15, they told me 15. I walked in 3 as I smiled through my teeth. I got gold I can't touch, if I take it I must. I got riches and gold and I'm not gonna fold, oh no. Oh no, I've seen the punches you throw. So motherfucker, let's go. Oh no, I've seen the punches you throw. So motherfucker, let's go.
Apologies for the naughty words in that one. We wrote one song once with a swear word in it, and that was it. There's been no other songs or swearing ever. In the British IBM, we never swear. It's all flipping this and use Burke and stuff like that. Thank you, Virus. When you walk down the hallways and someone plays Song for Denise. Let me look that up. If 80 can sing motherfucker, I needn't worry about typing bullshit. I'm relieved. It's all getting a little bit YouTubey in this bar now, isn't it? It's all going downhill. I think some people are straying across to the YouTube bar and then coming back into this bar and bringing their bad habits with them, their naughty words. Right, where are we? Still in the Duncan hour. This song's got no naughty words in it.
Dollar bill that says I'm right. I'm worth more in the afterlife. So bring the car around the back.
I'm just going to stop there really quickly. The 100th message just went up on the chat. Not even half past yet. And do you know what the 100th message was? Loved that song. Gonna pop over to see what's going on down the YouTube bar. I think I'll be able to hear it still. Very appropriate. During the Duncan hour, Duncan gets the 100th message. His card is still behind the bar.
We'll be dead in the box one day, 6 feet beneath the rain. So what's the point in all of us if everything will turn to dust? I'm standing on your shoulders now. I never know the way back down.
Forgotten the next bit, I know what it is now.
Build me up and watch me fight for a silicon dream in the afterlife. Move along and don't look back. Always had a way with that. And everything's gonna be alright. Amen signed on a broken line. You fall away. Pushed it into yesterday. We'll be dead in a box one day, 6 feet beneath the rain. So what's the point in all of us if everything will turn to dust? I'm standing on your shoulders now. I never know the way back down. In the box one day, 6 feet beneath the rain. So what's the point in all of us if everything will turn to dust? I'm standing on your shoulders now. Never know the way back down.
There's been an influx. The chat is being flooded at the moment with people from the YouTube bar. Virus is in there. Hey, this bar is mostly empty. Hello, peasants, says Duncan from the YouTube bar. Rider Tunes. Hello, Rider Tunes. I hope you're well. Pedro Gomez. They won't even sell Roddy in this place. Everyone's walking across the road, coming to their senses and coming back again. Rider Tunes, by the way. I'm not sure if he ever goes into the Twitch bar across the road. He normally sits on a stool on his own in that bar. But Rider Tunes, who's the guy that's just popped in there, he did the music videos for God's Front Porch, We Were the Stars, and Animal. And more importantly, all of the graphics for Lunar Panda Deluxe, which I'm sure you've all got a copy of. Thank you, Jeshed. What's the humidity like in your shed this evening? My garage has been getting a little bit high recently. 67% right now. Which is still lower than it is outside. Outside right now, 76%. In this room, 53%. Kudos. Duncan's just fallen over in the YouTube bar. 59%. That's quite high for you. I kind of always feel that you're kind of sitting around mid to late 40s. Duncan's getting nervous in the YouTube bar. It is mayhem, isn't it, tonight? Okay. Still in the Duncan hour. 2 more songs left from his requests.
I'm sorry for all those little things I said. I pushed you so hard, too hard. I watched you from in my head. And I want you to know that without you it won't be said. You can't spend it all from the graveyard floor when you're dead. Do you want to sell sugar water, or do you want to change the world? Do you want to sell sugar water, or do you want to change the world? I missed you, all those little things I did. I pushed you so hard, too hard. I watched you from in my head. And I want you to know that without you it won't be said. You can't spend it all from the graveyard floor when you're dead. Do you want to sell sugar water, or do you want to change the world? Do you want to sell sugar water, or do you want to change the world? Sell sugar water, or do you want to change the world? Do you want to sell sugar water, or do you want to change the world?
Hello, Rider Tunes. I hope you're well. My glove box I've missed something there. So who else keeps random junk in the boot of their car? Raises his hand too quickly and looks around the room. I have random stuff in my car. Not that random really, normal stuff. Like a thing that you scrape ice off the car with. An ice scraper. I don't keep de-icer in it anymore. I feel like the de-icer thing, I used to use it and I don't really feel like you do need it. It doesn't really kind of do any, I don't feel like it does the front of the car any better, does it? It just smells and gets everywhere. And there's nothing more annoying when you're driving around corners and stuff and the little can of de-icer is going from left to right in the well of the passenger seat when you're sitting on your own and no one else can move it and there's not an opportune moment to put it back in the little stretchy thing behind the seat. OCD. Is that where we were going with it? Was that the random stuff you had in your car? What is the random stuff you've got in your car? Raise his hand. Felice Maggie has random stuff in his car. Car boot is empty and the car was washed this week. I love car boots. I love car boots. Car boot sales. Car boots as well. Car boots are useful. Nothing worse than having a fly flying around your eyes, ears and nose when you're driving. I agree. Wasps as well. That's the worst, isn't it? A big massive wasp flying around your head while you're driving. This week, 2 folding chairs and an empty suitcase. This is proper rock and roll, isn't it? Whose bin day was Friday this week? Was ours Friday? What was ours? In South Carolina, I think it was normal actually. Was it Friday last week? Anyway, the bin days changed a little bit because of the bank holiday. Still in the Duncan now. That was Sugar Water, and that was for Millstone Barn and for Duncan. This is the last song of the Duncan Hour, brought to you by Duncan.
You hit it out. So how was I supposed to know? And if I tried, I know there's nowhere left to go. And I watched every scene from your long forgotten dreams, and I'm still waiting for the man of the hour to come back for more and save us from drowning in a sea of despair that was left on your front door. You hit it all went wrong, and now your body's lined in chalk. It all went wrong. I miss it all. I miss the way we used to talk. And I watched every scene from your long forgotten dreams, and I'm still waiting for the man of the hour to come back for more and save us from drowning in a sea of despair that was left on your front door. From drowning in a sea of despair that was left on your front door.
Man of the hour. That concludes the Duncan Hour. So we'll raise a glass to Duncan. Too soon, Jez. Aye, this is a classic man of the hour. Fluffy. Don't try to stroke them. I like massive bumblebees. I like car boots, and I cannot lie. I like car boots, and I cannot lie. You other drivers can't deny. When a car rolls by with a massive, spacious trunk and seats that make more space. Very good, Duncan. You're a poet, but you just don't know it. Or maybe you do. This is a song from the first album. I'm going to do 2 songs from the first album in a row.
I've got my head screwed on, but when I come undone, I don't need anyone till the feeling's gone. 'Cause all I need is a little bit of sanctuary. I need a little space and time to be alone in my own mind. I'm just an animal. I'm just a silhouette behind your talking head. I need to be alone in my own sweet home. 'Cause all I need is a little bit of sympathy. I need a place to call my own, where I don't have to hear you moan. All I know is everything you've ever known. Though I can never tell you that, you know it's just a simple fact. I'm just an animal.
It's a great song and a great foundation for parodies. Still on the big boots. Well, if you've heard of a parody, blah blah blah, Weird Al Yankovic, I knew that was coming. Thank you, Electron Greg. Who's looking forward to getting their retro man cave colouring book? That's the most I've ever spent on a colouring book.
I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down. For the next 3 days I'll call this home, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Life with you never felt like this. Never been one for the simple things. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. Quit your job and walk away. Didn't like it that much, much anyway. Sell your house and start again. Burn your past and make new friends. You can check out anytime you want. It's already been a tad too long. Standing on a corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. But if I tried and if I missed, would you leave me alone like this? For all the things I've ever done, would you let my life go on? 'Cause I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down.
I like Weird Al's Smells Like Nirvana and Rubber Bullets. I like the one all about the Pentiums. Thank you, Jeshed.
I was there when your heart stopped beating. I watched the line go black, and all I heard was the sound of static. Yeah, she faded to black. All of a sudden I can't breathe, and it's a long way back. All of a sudden I can't breathe, and it's a long way, and it's a long way back. Every day is the first day of your life until it's not. It's a cliche you can't stand, but it's all you got. All of a sudden I can't breathe, and it's a long way back. All of a sudden I can't breathe, and it's a long way, and it's a long way back. And if you try to be something that you're not, you'll never see past the lines that fall from your lips and fall so gracefully. All of a sudden I can't breathe, and it's a long way back. All of a sudden I can't breathe, and it's a long way, and it's a long way back.
That's called A Long Way Back. It's a new song. And you might have actually read the lyrics without knowing it. If you're on the Patreon, you'll have the little, whatchamacallit. For each album, thank you. For each album, we create a document, and the document's got all the lyrics and all the chords and stuff in it yet. There, I've never played live before. That's a new one, but it's the last, and it was still like in flux. So I kind of scribbled the lyrics in the back of the thing and had a rough idea of how it went. And then recently, I've just been tweaking it a little bit. We like the new songs. Thank you. I like playing new songs as well. It makes it interesting, doesn't it? Here's another new song. not new for you.
Drinks like a sailor, smokes 2 packs a day. Never seems to care what anyone else has to say. And the weather brings me down. And the darkness brings me around. I wanna live in Calf.
God, if I bet the wrong... Give me 2 secs. Checking something. Forgotten how to sing it, and I was just checking I had the chord in the right place.
Well, I live in where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd. You get the feeling it's gonna be that kind of day, the kind where nothing ever seems to really go your way. And the weather brings me down, and the darkness brings me around. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd. California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd.
British IBM. The British, you would love it in California, at least LA. I don't know if I would like LA. I do like California. I like San Francisco. And I like the bit up the road and across the bay from San Francisco. What's the bit across the thingy-majiggy when you go across the Golden Gate Bridge? Sacramento? Is that it? I think it was Sacramento. That's nice. And the bit where the computer museum is, the biggest computer museum I've ever been to. Basically, I went there to just basically look at lots of techie stuff. It was good. And I got to talk to Tim Schafer from LucasArts. I managed to wangle that on behalf of the museum. I basically said I was from the museum and could I go and interview him? And he said yes, or someone said yes. His PA person said yes. So I went there and got to speak to Tim Schafer and got a tour of the office. That was very nice. So if you ever want to meet someone, a techie person, just say you're from a museum and you're there to interview them. LA is a wonderful city. You'd fit in well there. This is an old song.
Standing in an alleyway between two bars, blood on my face. You're looking at me, and I'm looking at you. Remember when we were both still friends? None of this would have happened then, but everything I learned from you. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. We'd have finished what we started. We'd be the British IBM. Could have been another way. Left your dreams for another day, but I could never be the one to talk you down. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. Watch a little time as time goes by. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. Now we're both in the history books, a little world that we both once shook. Watch a little time as time goes by. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. I never understood what's a heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM.
The British IBM by the British IBM from the album The British IBM. Thank you all again for staying in and entertaining me with your chat. Thank you for the semicolon. Clap, clap, clap. That's a bit controversial, isn't it, Duncan? Terrific work. The JMC, important. I don't think have I played a gig in? I did play some gigs in America once. I played some in Vegas. Playing gigs in America is fun. I say like I do it all the time. I did it once. But the only thing that's expensive is getting there. It's quite expensive for me to nip into Cambridge and do a gig. Even if I get a taxi, it's not that much money. And Scotland probably should be on the list at some point. Oh my lordy, that was so damn good. Sheesh. Thank you, Cheshed. I think I'm drinking slower, because normally I would drink a beer whilst doing this, and at some point you'd get to see the big reveal of the Rochester Ginger coming out. Right, I am going to get a pen, and I'll come back and I'll take some requests for next week. That's the lyrics. I've scribbled down the lyrics to the middle eight of that last song I did. Because I've had the verse for ages. The two verses pretty much locked in. Been playing those. Like, sometimes when you write a song, it's like you can just write it and it's bosh, it's just done really quickly. And other times, you write a bit of a song and you think, that sounds pretty good, but you don't know what else goes with it. And in some cases, like say, I don't know, Matthew Smith, you think like the song's too short and you think, that's all right, it can just be a song that's like 1.5 minutes long. Sometimes it doesn't feel like a 1.5 minute song. It feels like it should be a proper song. And then the other day, the middle eight for that song popped into my head, so I basically scribbled it down. And that's what you got this evening. Version 1 of the middle eight. If you ever come to Scotland, avoid the Mash House at all costs. Worst promotion ever. Most promoters don't really promote. They call themselves promoters. But in my experience, they do everything but promote. They rely on you to promote. So they basically say, do you want to come and play here? You need to get X amount of people through the door. Make sure you promote it. But you think, like, what are you? Because I'm rehearsing and I'm coming down and I'm playing. What are you adding to it? Because if I can bring X amount of people through the door, then I just rent the venue myself and get X amount of people through the door, and I'll put someone on the door and I'll take more money, which is what we often did. Still made less money. Probably made less money doing that rather than conning the promoter into believing that we were going to get loads of people through the door. So, if you have a request for next week, pandemic has altered my judgment about whether or not I want to spring for something. I'm happier to spend more on summer now. Past Duncan. Silver cigarette case for Jez Shed. Silver cigarette for Jez. Maybe tomorrow, the theme from the... Didn't we say that? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't think you requested it last time, did you? But let's put it on there. Littlest Hobo. Littlest Hobo for Simon, obviously. King of Everything for Greg. Smile for John. Anything by Weird Al Yankovic, I would struggle with. He covers kind of like quite iconic and good songs. That anything by Weird Al Yankovic, I'll have a look. Anything Weird Al for Duncan. With the non-parody lyrics. Nothing lasts for Jez. Nothing lasts for Jez. Bob Noyce. Oh, here we go. Here's the Duncan hour. Bob Noyce. Oscar Pike. Oscar Pike. Matthew Smith. For Duncan. Duncan's like the Stifler of the chat, isn't he? He's like the person that gets the party going, gets 100 messages smashed through inside of half an hour. Basically always has an anecdote about a rabbit and a port scratching. Basically anything with the name in the title. MF song, please. What's MF? Oh, 3 years? 3 years. for Jez. That was my 100th message for a really long time. Right, that's given me enough time to drink one beer. Let me set a little splash of rum. And a little splash of dark Rochester ginger, the drink of champions. Lovely stuff. Right. Two things. I think AF Retro, if you remember him, he does little tours of his retro room and stuff and plays old games. He's live again. So we could play something, as in play one of the videos, and then after that, if you fancy it, we'll do a little raid as well. Let me give you your choices. That is a good song. I like John. I saw him live a little while ago, and I was going to see him again during the pandemic, but he obviously couldn't play because of the pandemic. Raid, okay. We'll have something from this selection here. You can have MJ Hibbett's It Only Works, Hey Hey 16K, UK Mike Smoke and Mirrors, one of the two excellent piano renditions by Simon, Twitch Bar or Down Like That, classic Rishi or new Rishi. First person to get it gets it, and then after that we'll do a little raid. Twitch Bar Piano. Here we go, Twitch Bar Piano. Thank you again for staying in. I'll see you in the raid.